So real quick video. I was on the news tonight. Most of you know, I run a gun shop full time. I still dabble in law enforcement part time here and there, a few days a month. But anyways, I run a gun shop full time, and they came to the store today because I live in Illinois, and we have the Protect Illinois Community Act, or what everybody's calling is the Illinois assault weapons ban. So they came to the store today to talk to me about that, because it is actually going to the U.S. Supreme Court tomorrow. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker has until 4 p.m. to respond to Amy Coney Barrett's request for the reason why they think they can do this, which they really, it's unconstitutional. But anyways, this is just a quick video of me on the news, just sharing some good information. If I was thinking, and if I knew they were coming today, I would have set my tripod, my camera up, and recorded the whole thing with the reporter from the news, so I could give you guys the uncut version. But I didn't know they were coming. I don't keep my tripod with me, unfortunately. I should have figured something out to be able to record all of it and have the uncut version to put on here on YouTube. But anyways, I think I'm going to start doing a little bit more on gun stuff. Not necessarily shooting, but just talking about the laws and stuff in Illinois and getting some good information out there. Anyways, appreciate you guys. Enjoy this few short clips here. I thought it was kind of cool. You know, I mean, who doesn't like being on the news? It's kind of neat, right? But anyways, enjoy. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
It's a drug that's easy to get, and it gives users a quick euphoric feeling. We'll hear firsthand the devastating effects whippets have had on some who believed that drug was harmless. And they weren't looking for love, but somehow it found them in perhaps the least likely of places.
People have the right to defend themselves, plain and simple.
The fight for banning assault weapons in Illinois reaches a deadline, and the highest court in the land, the state and one Illinois city, have one last chance to tell the U.S. Supreme Court their side of the story on January 1st assault weapons ban.
College and university leaders testify at our nation's capital Tuesday, answering questions about their actions in response to a rise of anti-Semitism and Islamophobia on campuses as the war between Israel and Hamas rages on.
Firefighters warn lighting candles around your house to celebrate could send your holiday festivities up in flames. They say decorating around your home should be done with caution.
So Giving Tuesday is truly one of those days that is different than all the other days.
A nationwide survey shows people were less generous on Giving Tuesday this year, but local nonprofits tell us the national numbers don't line up with the statewide numbers.
Children under the age of 5 could now get the reading materials they need to learn in Illinois and succeed, as a partnership is announced between the Prairie State with country music's biggest diva.
And a day after we brushed snow off our cars, there are significant changes coming in the next few days. Chief Meteorologist Mark Henderson says it may be time to trade in the heavy jacket for a sweatshirt.
Working for you. You're watching 23 News, now at 5.
There's only 24 hours left until Illinois state leaders must respond to the U.S. Supreme Court on why a preliminary injunction against the state's upcoming gun and magazine ban shouldn't be issued.
23 News reporter Kaylee Randall talks with the manager of a gun shop on the significance of the U.S. Supreme Court getting involved in the change and what it means for the future of gun owners.
These data out of 2.4 million firearm owners, ID card holders in Illinois, only 0.2% have registered items that could be banned. And if the federal court's decision tomorrow remains the same, those gun owners could face several criminal penalties.
Gun violence has not gone down, and crimes are still happening. And the thought to disarm society is going to make a safer society. It's ludicrous. It's not going to be the case here.
Illinois' ban of high-powered semi-automatic weapons is under a challenge, with the U.S. Supreme Court giving the state until Wednesday to explain why a preliminary injunction against the state's gun and magazine ban shouldn't be issued.
Governor Pritzker said the other night in an interview that we don't need, there's no reason for regular people to own weapons of war that shoot 30, 50, 100 rounds at a time. Standard AR-15s don't do that.
This comes after a company called Law Weapons out of Naperville sued the city over its gun ban in fall of 2022. A 3-judge panel sided in favor of the gun ban, but U.S. Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett asked why. Brad Miller, who manages Flashpoint Firearm in Roscoe, says the Supreme Court dipping its toes into the case could change everything for the better.
I'm very hopeful that Amy Coney Barrett does the right thing and puts an injunction on this. Of course, the state has the right to appeal it, and I'm sure they probably will, but, I'm hoping for some relief very soon.
Miller says if Wednesday's decision falls in the favor of gun owners, this will help his business.
If you're a law-abiding citizen and you're doing things right, you have a FOID card, you have a concealed carry license, and you just want to protect your family, or you do sport shooting, whatever the case may be, it's nobody's business what you have in your home. If you're not a criminal, if you're not breaking any laws.
I did reach out to the Winnebago State's Attorney's Office to ask for a comment on the official proceedings when it comes to tomorrow's decision, but they were not available for comment.
Thank you, Kaylee. All gun owners with an unregistered item have until January 1st under this.
This is 23 News at 6.
Illinois has one more day to respond to the U.S. Supreme Court about a gun ban complaint filed by a gun shop in Naperville that could better the future for gun shop owners.
U.S. Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett is now weighing in on whether she should issue an injunction to block Illinois' assault weapons ban from being enforced within the state.
The Supreme Court stepped in after a gun shop, Law Weapons, out of Naperville filed a complaint against the state of Illinois and city of Naperville over the gun ban in fall of 2022. The statewide assault weapons ban was signed into law on January 10th of this year by Governor J.B. Pritzker, and now the state and city of Naperville have until Wednesday to respond to Barrett on why they should keep the gun ban.
We were doing a really good business, and then as of January 10th of this year, it really put a damper on things. I've been saying all along that it's needed to reach the U.S. Supreme Court now that it's finally here. Amy Coney Barrett is pro 2A. She gets things right generally in that case.
Authorities in Lee County are investigating